Right, welcome to a new project. Justin from Brickright here again. I'll take you around and show you. We're going to name this one. We're going to call it the Meadow View Garden. So have a little look at this. Well, we've started the garden with a laugh, so that's a good thing. Right. He's laughing. I don't know why he's laughing. He's gone. Anyway, this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be putting a wall right the way through here, right the way around to where Jay is. It's all going to be curved, and then in the centre where Fraser's shirt is there's going to be some steps going up to the top garden. This here is going to be a Marshall's Indian sandstone town gate paving right the way through and right the way around the back there, and we've already started digging that up, lads, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yes, we have.
So we will show you our progress as we go. You alright now, Jay?
I'm good.
He's good now. Let's crack on.
God. Why does it always happen to us? It's pouring down. We'll see what we can do. If we get out there, I'll try and get the leaves, see what we're doing. I don't know. Yeah, it's pouring down with rain outside, and that is the idiot that I've employed.
I don't really know what to say, but I'm sat in a puddle of water, and yeah, I need to show him over there, Frank. We've got this out now. Coming up, look around here, look. See what I'm dealing with. All the water's coming off this bloody off the bank, and it's pouring in here, so it's all coming through the logs. So we're getting flooded out, so we've done as much as we can. I think it's about time we back down the hatches, finish this little bit off, get in the van and go home, is it?
Yep.
Watch the England game, is it? This is what you get in Wales. It's absolute, I don't know if you can see that now on the camera, it's absolutely pouring it down with rain. We've got a lot of thinking to do in this garden now, look, because this meadow view, as we call it, all the water from that meadow, that field up there, is coming down to here, and this is the low point. So we're going to have a lot of thinking of how we're going to get all the water away from behind the walls, because already now, look, it's all flooded out, and it's just absolutely bloody, it's just horrific. So let me just show you this bit over here. Literally just dug this bit out. Have a little look at this. Ooh, nearly went. So you can see that we got a stream coming through there, through these logs. Again, that's what we're dealing with. That's the field. All the water's coming down here, all coming down from the field all the way down into the back of this wall. And look at that. I mean, that's just like a little stream, innit? There's a lot of water coming through there. You can just see it trickling through there. So again, I got to get my thinking cap on with this now and design something that's going to come up. I mean, it's all flooding into here, look. So yeah, just thought I'd show you. That's probably one of the worst ones I've ever seen for water coming through where the wall's going to go. So I got to get this one right, haven't I? So what would you do? I think I'm going to get the wall in. I'm going to get a land drain behind it. I'm going to get clean chip-ins behind the wall wrapped in a weed membrane. Probably put weep holes in it right the way along. Every 4 bricks, put a weep hole in the wall as well, and an exit point for the land drain. So yeah, that's my initial theory on it. Anything else you guys come up with, leave them in the comments below to help us, because yeah, difficult one. And do I tank the back of the wall then as well to protect the wall and use a bit of waterproofer in the compo? Let me know. Cheers, I'm going home. I'm soaking. Picking up this now. Pick up this, Jay. Once it's all gone, we got to start again then, mate. Get another load out, yeah. You happy with that? Did a really good job today. It's his first time barrowing, and to be honest, he's done an absolute belter of a job. So yeah, well done, Jay. You done a good job today, mate. Happy days. New day, Wednesday. So we had a dry day yesterday for the first time in God knows how long. So that was really, really welcome. But today we're back to the wet stuff, and we've taken all the logs off, so I'm going to show you. Hang on, I'll turn the camera and I'll show you this. So that's what we're dealing with. I mean, you can see quite clearly that all the amount of water that's coming down off that banking where the wall's going to be built all the way across, and it doesn't stop, and it just keeps dripping and dripping and dripping all the way through. So we're going to have to come up with something, like I keep saying. Leave them in the comments below what you think we should do, and I'll show you the ground we're working with now. And it's now pouring down with rain again. So this is the site. We left it yesterday. It was drying out lovely. We had a really nice sunny day, clear blue skies. Yes, it was really, really nice. But now today, look at Jay, all cutched up.
It's a long day.
It's going to be a long day, mate, isn't it? Yeah. So this is what we're dealing with. We're supposed to be getting our levels. We're going to get the dumpy level out today. I've got to get myself a laser level, but I haven't got one yet. But I'm going to get the dumpy, old school dumpy level out today. Try and get some levels. Try and drag it through and see. Try and see where we're working to and what we're working with. But we're flooded out round here as well, and it's now raining again. So, oh God, I don't know how far we're going to get, but let's try. Let's just get on with it. So we're sat in a van again, and I don't know. It's difficult to keep smiling, but we'll keep smiling. We'll keep trying, but. Let me turn the camera around for you. There we are. That's what we're dealing with. So we can't work out in that, and it's already flooded out round there, so I don't know how far we're going to get. But unless we got a canoe and a bloody a boat or something with a motor on it, we're not going to get much further than what we are now, are we? I mean, look at it. Absolutely lashing it down. There we are. It is what it is. I have to be honest, it's just like working in slop. Look at it. We've cleaned it out, we've bailed it out, we've dug a big hole in the middle of the garden, we've bailed out, chucked it all down the manholes, and then it absolutely lashes down with rain again. It's all coming off the banking. I've been doing this a long time, and this is not the worst I've ever seen, but it's getting there. It's getting there. So there's the lads here, look, sheltering up against the bloody wall. Jay's looking happy. What do you reckon, boys?
One time. Strike.
Strike?
Strike.
Time to go home?
Yeah.
It's not looking good, is it?
No.
It's just absolutely bloody ridiculous. So this is where we are Thursday morning. As you can see, that is just like, well, it's like a wet mix of sand and cement, to be honest. That banking is still pouring, and it poured down with rain again last night. Really bad. I could hear it on the window in the house. Really bad last night, and this is what we've got. It is actually draining away with the amount of water that's coming in on that banking. It is actually draining away, but we'll get a small video with loading the barrow up just so you see the full perspective of what we're dealing with. So thing from the sky. I'll spin the camera around. We're going to go home. We've got the most of it out, but it's like slop. So let me spin the camera around for you. There we are. So that's what we're dealing with. So we've had one grab wagon away, but look, it's all. I'll get closer than this. That's what we're dealing with. It's just, and it's like that all the way there. This bit here is the worst, right the way through to here, and then it stops. The customer says, you can see, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but through this section here, there's a pipe that we've looked at the manhole. There seems to be a pipe that runs into there and it's constantly flowing with water. So whether the builders have put a land drain in or what, I don't know. But I've got a little plan. I've got some options for the client to go through. I'm gonna see which one she chooses about this water diversion, and then when she chooses, I'll let you guys know what the plan of attack is. But so yeah, let me show you the front of what the earth is like out the front. 2 seconds. There we are. That's what we've been dealing with. That we tried to put planks down, and plank on top of it, we're just sinking straight down through the middle of it. So even the earth we've brought out is just completely flooded. So yeah, there's the lads. They're in the van. We're going home. Hopefully it's dry tomorrow. Start again and see you tomorrow. Right, it's 7 o'clock in the morning. We got an early start today. Jay's sat by the side of me. We're just waiting for Fraser. It's supposed to be a glorious sunny day today, Jay, isn't it?
Yeah.
And what's it doing? You can probably hear it. I know this video is all about the rain, and you're probably sick to death of us talking about it, but we're trying to make it real and what we go through as builders or landscapers, just to try and get a day's work done outside this time of year. It's really difficult. So yeah, we thought we'd get an early start and get ahead of ourselves. There's a lovely day forecast. Adrian's coming now at 7:20 to take a muck away and give us some stone, and we can crack on with it and try and get some progress and get it stoned up there and get out the mud. So, but it's pouring out with rain outside, so hopefully by the time we get there, Jay, it stops, mate, is it?
Yeah.
Well, we'll see you when we get there. Right, so yeah, Adrian's been, the muck's gone, and we got 6 ton outside. That's all you could get on the boards. So, and this is what we're left with. You could probably hear the water coming into the garden. So there it all is. It's really, really bad. So we've just had a little kind of site meeting now between the 3 of us. Let me show you around here. We got the stone outside. Now the worry is, we put the stone in, and then the stone's wet as well, the ground's damp, and then it rains again, and then all your stone comes to slop as well. And then if that happens, we got a real bad problem. So I mean, we can't put stone on top of this as it is. So I got a plan. The plan of attack is this. Because we've got this constant stream coming in here, look, you can see the severity of it there. It's like a tap. So what we got going on, we got this manhole that's right there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to clean around the manhole. I'm going to dig a little bit of a trench around it, get the still disc cutter on it, cut a hole in the top end of the manhole. This water is pretty clean, it's not silted up or anything, so I'm not too concerned about that. And then all this water can be drained into that manhole, and then as this water is coming off the bank, so it'll keep draining into that manhole and take all this water away. So that solves, hopefully that will solve this problem. And then we got an area where Fraser stood there, where we can, which is quite, don't know how or why, but it's solid ground up to the hose pipe. Well, it's all solid, but there is a layer of like muck on top. So what we're going to do is we're going to make ourselves a path along up to here, up to that point there, and then all that area around the back of the conservatory we're going to stone up, get our levels and try and whack it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to work everything back up to this way and order more stone and just suck it and see, lads, innit? See where we are with it. So anyway, we'll get on with that and see how we go. The only other thing we can do is go home and take December and January off, innit? Oh, you want to go now? Yeah. I know, it's really hard to just keep motivated, lads, innit, in this. I mean, I think a lot of people would have said, bugger it, we're off. But you've got bills to pay, you've got customers to keep happy, so let's crack on with it. Right, success. All our water's gone. So all that now, all that's coming through there. We've dug a little pit there for it to settle in. And then we've put a little puncture hole in the manhole. So now all that clean water, it is clean, pretty clean. It's all coming through into there, and what we'll do is to repair that. It's not an issue, just put a bit of DPM around it and then just put a load of concrete around it and that's fixed, job done. So yeah, it kind of, that ticks a box. So I don't know, we still, We've still got a miracle to work, but with him with a chance. So there we are. Let's get on with the next bit, get some stone, and we have to clear all this up now with a digger, get all the muddy pockets out of it, and then get on with it. So let's do that. Right, we're away. I feel a bit better about this now. So we got all this water out. It's all on solid ground, even though it don't look like it. I've dragged it back with the digger, taken more out, taken all the soft bits out. So I'm happy, apart from this section, which has got to come out at a later date because we couldn't get it on the boards. But all our water now, look, is all draining into that manhole that we've done, and it's clean water, so it's not an issue in blocking the manhole. So we can work from here right the way back, and then the hope is we have a couple of dry days, and when we get to this point that dries up. If it doesn't, then I don't know, we haven't thought about that bit yet, but at least we got some work to do today. So I'll show you the front, 2 secs. So there we are. So Adrian took all that slop, and he said he had to drive really slow because the slop was starting to come out the back of the wagon. He hadn't seen stuff like that for a while. He wasn't too pleased, but I've had grab wagons before not take the slop. They said they just won't take it because it's too runny. But he's gone, he's taken it. We got 6 ton there now to take in, and we've got another 11 ton coming back to us. So there's only one thing to do, and that is crack. So we got the stone in, not all of it. Adrian delivered 6 ton, then he delivered another full load. I think it was 13 ton, I think, on top of that, 11 or 13, one of them anyway. So we managed to get this in, and this is absolutely, thank God, we've whacked it and it's rock solid. It's really good, so I'm really pleased. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave this like this now. I'll show you. So we've got a base in, only roughly, it's all arse backwards. We should have put the eco drains in, or ecos in against the wall and run our levels off them. We should have dug the foundations out and put the concrete in and run to that. But we had to shore it up. We had to try and get onto some kind of, you know, some kind of solid footing, solid ground. So this is what we got going, and this has worked fantastically all day. This it's still there. It's 3:30 on a Friday. It's still trickling off the banking, but it's going into there, look. As you've seen, straight down, and yeah, it's going into that little hole in the manhole. So we'll leave that like that now on the weekend. Monday morning, get rid of all this, get that out the front. We've got stone out there ready to come in, get all that stoned up, and then on to the next bit. But I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a temporary land drain in here underground and connect to that, so that's always going to be trickling into the land drain, and it's always going to work into that. That's the theory. So we're getting it. It's been a really difficult week, and then what I'll do is I'll go to the van now and I'll share with you the options of what we're going to do with the drainage behind the wall, etc. Yeah, so I was going to explain to you about the what the 3 options were behind this wall. So option 1 was going to be put a land drain behind the wall, build a brickwork up, put a land drain behind the wall, wrap it in some weed membrane, you know, put the pea gravel in and everything that you usually do behind the wall. Then I thought about putting some weep holes in, but then that kind of defeats the object because we need an exit point for land drain. So that was kind of option 1, which is what we priced up for. We were going to do that anyway. Then I thought, well, hang on a minute, there's a lot of water, and you've seen it on the video, there's a lot of water coming off that wall. So I've been scratching my head. So I thought, well, we'll put that system in. So that's option 1. So option 2 would be to go with option 1, but as an addition, add an exit point and some pipe work, and there's a manhole that we broke into to drain the stream into it. So if we dig down to invert level, there is a connection on the manhole that we could connect the underground pipe to, and then connect the land drain to that pipe, so all the water goes underground into the manhole and away. Best option. And then the third option would be to do something similar, but don't dig up the garden and put eco drains in and connect the land drain to the eco drains, which would then be connected down the side of the fall of the patio to meet the house eco drains, and then into the gully that's by the side of the house, is taking the sink and everything. So that's the kind of third option. So relayed all this over to the client, told her the severity of, you know, what's happening there with the water and how bad it is. She wasn't really, you know, going to be going towards the digging out everything below ground and, you know, putting a pipe in, and obviously because cost, so she wasn't really that bothered about doing that. So she is going to go for the eco drain option, where we can connect the outlet for the land drain and connect it to an eco drain which runs into the manhole anyway. So that's what we're going to do. So you've had this experience before and you've come up with something different, or you think one of my options is good, leave them in the comments below. Other than that, we're done for the week now. We've had a horrific week, one of the worst weeks we've had on site for a while. Boys came through it with flying colours. Jay kept smiling, just kept doing it and doing it. Fraser, equally the same, just kept doing it. And I think I'm actually really pleased now with the team. But Brad's obviously gone, and it was a bit of a concern in filling his boots. And Jay's doing fantastically well. And do you know what? So is Fraser. Fraser's got this like job now where he's like the supervisor replacing Brad, and he's really taken to it, and he's doing an absolutely fantastic job. So he's my son, and I'm really proud of him, to be honest. I'm proud of Jay. They're both doing a good job. So we're building a really good team. So that's it. Batten down the hatches for the weekend. Have a lovely weekend, everybody. Hopefully we have some nice weather next week. I don't think we're going to, but I hope we do. We get a little bit of a break in it. Have a nice weekend, and please don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you on the next one. Cheers.